Hey guys, welcome to speech therapy during COVID-19 with Miss Sowa. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy during this time. Today what we're going to talk about is how to encourage speech and language skills through Play-Doh. So, it may sound really simple or puzzling as to why I'm just doing a video using Play-Doh, but Play-Doh is a toy that, or an object that a lot of kids use. It's also something that you can make easily at home with things you have. So there's something called salt dough. It uses a few cups of salt and flour, and I think either some sort of vegetable oil. You can find the recipes via Google, and it can be a good experience for you and your kids to make it, even if you don't have food coloring. I don't have any food coloring at home. But if I did have kids at home to make salt dough with, that is something I would probably do as an activity. Another thing you can do with salt dough is you can make things with it and bake it and then paint over top of it. So I know people that have made like ornament types of things and puzzles and stuff with salt dough. So there's a lot of things you can do with that. You can make your own actual Play-Doh at home with certain ingredients you can find in a pantry. So those are things to think about. I know not everybody has availability and access to all these things, but it is an option to do. Another thing is making Play-Doh in the home is a good fine motor activity. Playing with Play-Doh is a great way to practice fine motor and strengthen, your digits and fingers. Before I get winded from talking too much, I'm going to start by going through our core board. So not everybody uses a core board for communication, and that's okay. But for my kids in Miss Olson's class that are using a core board, this would be a great activity to practice those skills. So we have our core board right here. Mine has a little less letters and words on it, but we can use words like help. So right here, little guy, help. We can use the words want and like. So I want, I like. I want the Play-Doh. I like the Play-Doh. We can also use need. You might need Play-Doh, or you might need something for ingredients for making Play-Doh. So that's a good thought. So that's all the different words that you can use to help with this when we're playing with Play-Doh. We can do also feel. So what does the Play-Doh feel like? So, and even if your child doesn't use this independently, you can use hand over hand assist with it. You can model it as the parent. It's just really good practice, and it's a good way to help link communication with this board and with other activities. So it just encourages more communication and encourages those proper sentence structure and language skills for your child. So, like I said, don't have to use it. If your child needs hand over hand assist, that's okay. If you just need to model it for them, also just fine. Whatever your child prefers that you do when doing this, that is okay. So, other things we can do in terms of articulation with Play-Doh is practice our speech sounds. So the most common Play-Doh thing that we make with Play-Doh is a snake. So I practice the S sound a lot with Play-Doh because we can all make a snake, and our snake hisses, and we can make the letter S with our snake. So it helps with that. So here I'm making it still, but I can make my snake. I'm going to just pull this down. So I can make my snake. I can make a little S with the snake. We can practice the hissing of the snake. So those are ways that you can practice it. You can also talk about the color of the Play-Doh. We can practice yellow. We can make a sun with our S. Sometimes just even squishing the Play-Doh, playing with it and making something, you can practice coming up with different words that start with your child's speech sound. So if we're practicing the S sound, like I said, we've come up with snake and sun. You might want to say to your child, now what other letters or what other words start with S or are sound. And they probably can come up with a few by themselves, and then you can practice it. So that's one way. We can practice naming colors with our Play-Doh. Now, I am not pro mixing of the Play-Doh. I like to have my Play-Doh be one color, just because I feel like sometimes it dries out when you mix it. I don't know. But I do like, that's just how I am. But the reason I do too is because you can make different things that are one color with the same color Play-Doh. So, which might be weird. I don't know. You guys can be the judge of that. But, so what I also do is have them practice making grapes. Grapes are purple. You can practice the G sound with grapes. You can practice the P sound with purple. You can come up with, what can we make with our purple Play-Doh that starts with the K sound? Remember, the K is in our throat. See me touching my throat? K, K. So, you can make a purple cat and talk about the cat. So, different ways that we can use Play-Doh to elicit speech. You can also make, burgers. You can make all kinds of food with Play-Doh for imaginary play. You can practice naming different types of food with your Play-Doh. So if your child's making a burger, you can say what goes on the burger. It can help with describing what goes on a burger. What do you like on a burger? What do you want on your burger? What do other people like on their burgers? So it gives a lot of perspective with that. So yeah, using your Play-Doh. I got these at the dollar store. You can get them at Target for the dollar spot. Pretty simple, pretty easy activity to keep your kids engaged. Sometimes Play-Doh has different things that you can use to encourage more play, which would be cool. They have different cooking types of applications you can use with this Play-Doh. I personally, it's probably been a really long time since I've used them, but they are still very fun and they always encourage speech and language. So again, get your core boards out, get your speech sounds ready, and practice your speech with some Play-Doh today. Have a good day, everybody, and stay safe out there. Enjoy the crazy weather that we're having. Snow and sun at the same time is a little odd. But nonetheless, I will see you later. Bye.